Alright, kid, get in here. Just the person I wanted to see, too. Have a seat. You doing okay? Of course you are. You're above ground and you're still breathing. Best of all, you're about to watch another video by me, Screwface Capone, the gaming mobster. So if you keep up with this channel for any amount of time, you probably know that I love mini consoles, especially stuff like these. It's just something about being able to plug these in and play retro games. I know some people look at it like, I'm paying to play retro games or whatever, but it's all about the presentation, the uniqueness, and the charm. Plus, people are willing to play retro games if you make them available in a reasonably priced way, and you present it in a manner that makes it look attractive. Hence, stuff like this. This is the Sega Astro City mini console. I actually took a look at this a few years ago. What it is, it packs on 37 titles from throughout Sega's arcade history. Now, one of the games introduced on here was Golden Axe: The Revenge of Death Adder, which was actually the Golden Axe sequel that we should have gotten instead of Golden Axe 3 on the Sega Genesis. But this was the very first time when it released the home version. So since then, I had to of course I bought it again because I had to sell my old one after I lost my job and all that stuff. But since they released that one, they came out with a new one. This is the Sega Astro City Mini V. This is the next generation, so you can see it's in an orange box, and this one packs on 23 games. So it looks like a lot, and I know, well, that little light glare is hard, makes it a bit hard to see. Let me adjust it anyway. But the lineup of this model seems to be geared toward shoot 'em ups. So you'll see that the dimensions are the dimensions of the screen are slightly different. Let me turn it around a bit so I can see so you guys can see it. So the dimensions are actually slightly different. You can see it's more like vertical oriented. So yeah, I know this came out like a while ago, but I'm just starting to work it again. I'm being able to buy all the stuff that I wanted to get when I was unemployed. So hey, so you know the ritual. We're gonna open this up. We're gonna see what's inside the box, and we're gonna play it and get a few games off there, and see what the games look like. Anyway, if you're new to this channel, then welcome. I like to cover indie games, I like to cover retro games, and I like to do device unboxings just like the one you're about to watch now. If you're interested in any of that, then feel free to join the Mafia by hitting that big red subscribe button, clicking the bell icon to make sure your notifications are turned on. You do that, you'll be a made man. Anyway, let's hop right into it. Alright, so here's the box. Here's a close-up view of what it looks like. I like it when these boxes don't have like tapes holding things in place. I should move that a little bit. Alright, so let's open it up. Here's the instruction manual. And here's a small box. So I'm assuming this is going to be like the connector cables. And I'm right. You got the USB. Well, I don't say USB AC cable and an HDMI cable. And of course, here's the unit itself. So yeah, it looks very similar to the it looks almost like the old one. So this is the Sega Astro City. But of course, you can see the difference with the screen. Let me get the other one to show you. So here you can see the two units standing side by side next to each other. This is the original Astro City, and this is the Astro City Mini V. So they're virtually identical, but you'll notice the screen orientation. So let's peel this thing off. So let's lift it up for a bit. So like the original version, here's the way it's set up in the back. You got two USB ports for two players, and you got the HDMI port, and you got the power, and you've No, that's for your headphones. Sorry about that. I lied. And this is where you're gonna plug the power cable in. I know my room's a mess, but hey. All right, so we've got that out the way. Now, actually, one thing before I go into the gameplay. So when I sold back my original Astro City, I actually I sold back the control pad with it, and like that's one of the few controllers that actually works with it. And it's harder to find the actual control pad than it is to find the unit itself. But thankfully, I went on forums and I found that there's something else that works with it, and that's this bad boy, the 8-bit DO M30 2.4G wireless gamepad. It comes in this box right here, and of course, and you got to use it with the wireless receiver right here. Yeah, because the thing is with this unit, like if you're playing it up close, it's kind of hard. It kind of makes it a bit tricky with like the joystick and stuff right in front of it. So you're probably gonna want to plug it into a monitor, HDMI port monitor anyway. But having this controller with it is definitely nice. So now that that's done, we're gonna go ahead and plug this up, hook this up to the screen, and get some game footage. All right, so here we are. I got my thing plugged into the capture card, so we're gonna go ahead and turn this on. Now, I turned this on earlier, but forgot to set the language properly, so I'm gonna try that now. Now, there's a whole bunch of stuff that's going on the screen right now because the I don't know if you heard the Sega logo yet, but and I'm speaking Astro City Mini V, but it doesn't start transmitting to the transmitting to HDI until like a certain point. So let's see. I'm gonna try to see which one of these is the language. There we go. You can also choose rotation if you want. You can adjust the wallpaper. You know what, let me turn this menu music down so like you guys can hear me properly. Wallpaper. Default type A, type B. Please read. Now your typical seizure warning. Alright, so let's check out some of the games on here. You got Truxton, Batsugun, Grindstormer, Samurai Aces, Kingdom Grand Prix, Gunbird Strikers, Batrider. So a lot of these games are from third-party companies as compared to the other one, which was strictly Sega. At least most of them. Battle Backraid Unlimited Version. You got Moon Cresta, Zaxxon, Super Zaxxon, Terra Cresta, Cosmo Police Galvan, Action Fighter, Tatsujin, Wrestle War, Fire Shark from Toa Plan. You got Outzone, another Toa Plan, Raiden, Desert Breaker, Dog Yun, Sonic Wings, and we're back to the start, Truxton 2. So let's check out. Battle Back Raid. This game's for use at Nippon only. Alright, let's hit the coin. Now I'm using my gamepad, but you just gotta press the button on the unit itself to select, let's do normal. But you still gotta press the coin button on the unit itself to insert coins. Alright. That's a pretty nice action, nice music. Alright, that's the first boss. Yeah, I think we're going to try something else. Return to menu. Let's check out Cosmo Police Galvan. Okay, so this is one of the few games that's not a shoot 'em up. Also feels like a version of Kung Fu except in space. That's what this is, Kung Fu in space. Oh, yikes. Cosmo Police Galvan. Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like. Kung Fu, but it's in space. I wonder if some of the people who worked on Kung Fu worked on this game. Ooh, you turn into a Power Ranger. Ooh, nice. You grab an upgradable gun. Yeah, see what else is on here. Return to menu. Action Fighter. This looks interesting. So it's a racing and shooting game. It was almost feels like Spy Hunter. Oh. So I guess in different levels you can play with different vehicles. Ah, I keep crashing, damn it. Let's not crash this time. Ah. Let's find something else. Return to menu. Let's do Outzone. An action shooter from Tile Planet where you control a legendary space worker cyborg warrior to get through all 7 stages while switching between multi-directional shots and 3-way bullets. That looks pretty gnarly. So this almost looks like Commando, except with a sci-fi theme. That's some really nice music too. I like it. Ah, it's very hard. Of course, they all were back then. Now we pull it up. Ouch, game over. It definitely feels like a lot like Commando or Ikari Warriors, except with a sci-fi theme to it. I don't think people underestimate how hard these games were before the invention of dual joystick wielding. Let's try one more game. I don't want to be on this too long. Let's do Dogoon. Presented by Tlaplin. That's some pretty good graphics. It almost reminds me of Axelay on Super Nintendo. Just with these weird graphical effects they're doing. What, I just dropped my item? The hell? So, I think I got a good amount of game footage here, so I don't want to spend too much time on this. So, let's head back out and I'll give some closing thoughts. Just in time, too. Oh, nice, so it does a little animation when you shut it down. Alright, real quick before I end this video, I kind of want to show you guys the startup sequence because you didn't really get to see that when I was demonstrating the machine. And by the way, this is me from the future. I'm re-recording this part like a few hours later. But anyway, once you turn on the machine, you'll see that little light up, and you'll see some screens pop up. Now this time, if you had the HDMI plugged in, of course you had Sega logo. Of course, if you have your HDMI connected to your monitor, it's not going to start translating signals until it gets this screen right here. So this is all I want to show you guys. And of course, this is the coin, and this is the coin button, and this is the start button, and here are the action buttons for it. So that was the startup sequence, and we're going to go close this out. So that was the Astro City Mini V. Hope you enjoyed it. So it costs $160. I didn't like as much as the first one. I do enjoy it, but with this one, I don't think it has that much variety compared to the other one. Because you know the other one had all sorts of games, fighting games, action games, beat 'em ups. This one is centered mainly around shoot 'em ups. And you got the few rare outliers like Wrestle War. You had that Cosmic Police game I was showing you earlier, and some other stuff. So whatever you want to buy this thing is totally up to you, and it depends on how you feel about shoot 'em ups. Of course, it has less games than the original, so I wouldn't like. So I mean, if you're that much of a fan of shoot 'em ups, I would then have at it. But I'll wait for a price drop or see if you can get it at a discount or some sort. But if you're a collector, you're probably going to grab it regardless. So yeah, I think this one is okay. I just think the first one is much better compared to like lineup and the game variety and all that. But anyway, if you made it this far, then do me a favor. I want you to go into the comments and tell me the name of your favorite Sega arcade game. Mine just popped up on the screen just now. And again, like I said earlier, if you want to join the Mafia, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Click the bell icon, that way your notifications will be turned on. And once you subscribe, I'll make you a made man just like that. Also, make sure you like this video and make sure you share it around and let your friends know. And let me know what you think in the comments. Anyway, I got more stuff on the way, so I hope you have a great rest of your week. And I'm outie, 51,000G, y'all.